All right, here we go. Monday morning. My name is Lisa Gaylord. They call me Lisa G. We'll get this thing going here. Super good mood today. I am your personal trainer, your coach, your guide, your mentor, whatever it takes to kind of like rock it along. I've been doing this for about 40 years. I know I don't look that old. What's up? Good morning, Joel. I'm here to kind of like level the playing field and give you guys everything that I have like absorbed over my career. I'm going to lay it out there like this with nothing at the end of my name. It gives me the opportunity to research and open my mind and open and expand and be able to shift some things I've done, some things I haven't done, some things like I totally agree with, and then some things that I've just gone like, I don't know, let me try it. Like if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And if it works for me, it might work for you. So that's why I'm here. That's why I started Coffee Talk. I used to do Coffee Talk way back in the day, and it was always kind of like, a hit and miss, like, how's it going? What's happening? What's going on? What's going on in the world? What are you guys doing for diet? What are you guys doing for nutrition? How are you guys, like, leaning out? I would, like, observe from the athletic standpoint. With an 8th degree black belt, I kind of have always been an athlete. What's up, Karen? Can you call me after the broadcast? I'll talk you through how to adjust cameras so your shirts read left to right. Hell yeah. What's the matter? You can't read backwards? Just kidding. Joel, I got you. I think I see it here. I don't even know if this is it or not, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, let's continue on. Good morning, Karen. What is up? What is up? So again, me being in this fitness arena as long as I have, I really kind of come at you with just an open mind, just a really like, no left, no right, no center. Just kind of like, tell me, yeah, it staves off Alzheimer's. What does? Reading my shirt? When we talk about what works, what doesn't work in this world of fitness, there's so much out there. And when I wrote on the Facebook page yesterday, I was like, you know what? There are things that I know to be true for me. There are things that I know to be true for me, which is how I built my business. People know, they trust me. I'm kind of the go-to. I've gotten this far. I've gone through the ups and downs of all the hormones. I've been lately like really cranking out like being a biological female is crazy. Sometimes I'm just like, wow, going through hormones, going through the stages of life. And last night or the past couple of nights, I've just been like sweating. The air is like pouring on top of me. It's like a monsoon of air. I have all the vents directly right on me. I'm looking up because I'm looking at my ceiling, and it's like directly on me, blaring, and I'm sweating, like literally sweat dripping down the back of my leg, like my body is on fire, and I'm like, this is so annoying, like seriously. And then I'm like half a cover, but my legs are out, and then my feet are cold, and I'm like, it's trying to figure out like what parts of my body to be exposed. So it's really that I've been there, and I know what you guys are going through. What's up, Melissa? Cheryl Hall, welcome everyone. I know what you guys have been through. I've been through it. Like I could really like go back in time and go, when I look at those Instagram bodies and I go, wow, those bodies are amazing. And I go, yeah, I was there too. I'm totally there, right? And I remember even looking at my own body going like, damn, like shredded, like I could be shredded, like my skin paper thin, abs everywhere, just paper thin, shredded. And I could go out all night. I wasn't like a huge drinker partier, but definitely like drank. I went out with my friends and we did whatever. I will have to say, like growing up, I didn't really drink, and I was till I was like a lot older, because I was super entrenched in the world of martial arts and my athletics and my training. But I could go out and, just like recover and boom, and like injuries would just be like, I'd shrug it off. I broke my foot one time and I was like, yeah, I still taught with a broken foot and blah, blah, blah. We get older and those injuries just kind of like, just nag. They just kind of hang out. So a lot of what I wanted to talk about today was, what are those little hacks? What are those hacks that I've been able to use? What are those top secrets that, for me, I kind of feel like I've always used them. I've always told my following, guys, this is what I do. This is how I do it. And now it's kind of like, it's a pathway. It's a pathway to health. It's a pathway to aging, super aging. It's a pathway to, what are the answers, Lisa? Tell us. So without further ado, 906. They blocked this video. Every time they hear the music, which is so weird. I still haven't figured out the music thing yet. I don't really care. Sammy, what is up? Michelle, Marie, welcome everybody. So here we go. In the process of figuring out what works, what doesn't work, one of the things that I've done my entire life, as a matter of fact, we're moving into week number 3, a solid full week of Mindset Reset. I have Mindset Reset Academy, and we do a lot of very specific, I just spit all over my computer. That's social distancing right there. Yeah, people, get it together. Anyway, Mindset Reset Academy, Mindset Reset modules. As we work through the weeks with my group, I'm offering you guys an opportunity to get in on Mindset Reset. It's going to be rolling out every 5 weeks. We're going to continue on. There are people that are already in Mindset Reset first group, 5 weeks. They're moving into second group and third group and fourth group. And I have people that are in this 6-month and year journey in the process of getting their bodies back and getting their minds reset. We talk like, I love when I scroll through and I see these, it's usually guys are on there. They're like, your body is, to lose weight, and this is what you have to do, and this is what you have to eat. I'm like, such bullshit. God damn, such bullshit. Like, it's all in your head. How you lose weight is how you process things. Where am I in the, mindset of losing weight? Do I have to lose weight, or do I really need to lose body fat? Or do I need to lose weight, or are my hormones just whack? And for the subset of us that our hormones are just whack, I'll put it out there this way. Men and women, biological males and biological females, we're going through hormones whether we like it or not. Nobody gets out on a free ride. Nobody gets through a free ride. Nobody gets out without going through the gauntlet of fire. And the gauntlet of fire is saying, at a certain age, we're producing, you're born, your hormones are like setting you up, right? Boom, 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 boom. Whether you create sperm, or you're, creating an environment for children, whether you have them or not, it's what our bodies go through. And then we look at insurance rates are the highest for men between the ages of 18 and 23. Why? Because they're at the most risk, because those hormones are, those I have power, and and you see these guys that are out there with the motorcycles, and I'm like, they're fucking crazy. I call them organ donors. I'm like, legit, like, those are organ donors, and they're the highest organ donors in the world, are those guys that are in that age bracket. And where they're like, gonna conquer the world. That's why you get them early to go into the army, because they're like brainless, and they're like, let's crush things, or let's, my biological males will tend to just like destroy. They're in destruction mode. You ever see little kids? I see little boys, like, if you got a little boy that's got like a stick all they want to do is hit things. They want to hit you and everything around you. It's just like, right, like massive anger and destruction and kill mode, like just kill mode. And then little girls, on the other hand, are really like in that, like, you know, I'm gonna build a house. They're nesters, right? We're professional nesters. We're like, we want to like create things, and we want to make food, and we're all about the house, and you know, and right? It's just human nature. It's cool. But as we progress through those stages, and I can even remember my own biological body like craving a baby, but I have never had kids, nor did I really want to have kids, but there were certain periods of the month where it was just like bing, 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 bing. My body is like craving, like I could just feel that like sensation of like, I could look at a baby and be like, ah. I had that. I have a lot of friends that are like, you know, they're like, I've never had that. I don't know what it feels like. I've never wanted to have a kid. I did. I'm very, 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 like, super female, like, woo, hormonally. And then that part of the month would, like, die off. And then I would be like, what was I thinking? Like, oh, my God. I can see how women get seduced into wanting to have kids because there's a very certain point in your monthly cycle where you're like, bling, 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 bling. Those hormones are going, make a baby, make a baby, make a baby. Because that's what we do. On the other hand, you get past that and, you know, men will mature. That's why I'm so like in our prison system. It's like, okay, this kid committed a crime. And I'm not talking about murder and rape and all that, like, you know, the bad stuff. But, you know, he's 20 and he's going to jail for, let's say, you know, a robbery. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not at all, hear me out. But he's risky. He's in risky behavior. Then we put him into jail for, you know, 20, 30 years. And he comes out and he's, you know, 50. His hormones aren't the same. He's not the same person, right? So reform that guy. Make him do his time or make him do his thing, but do it in a different way. You know, it's like, do I spank you with my hand? Do I spank you with my voice? Or do I, you know, hit you with a club? And the same thing goes through of like our girls, you know, me biological, going through my hormones and coming out on the other side and be like, you know, make a baby, make a baby, make a baby, make a baby. No, don't have to make a baby to be complete. And whether you have kids or not, I'm talking about hormones here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Amber. Laura, working on the beach. You would see guys screaming, I just want to hit things like munching Neanderthals. Yeah, totally. Anyway, so the point of what I wanted to get to in understanding that as we, you know, from teens into our 20s and into our 30s, into our 40s, 50s, and beyond, as our hormones change, as our bodies change, and every 7 years, our cells, every single cell in our body changes. We become completely new people every 7 years. So imagine, take your age and divide it by 7. That's how many people you have been. Why I argue about marriage at X age, and then you've been with this person for 20 years and you can't fucking stand them because you're not the same person. So you either change and grow and change and grow and change and grow, or you end up with somebody that just can't freaking stay. Like, it's not even a hey babe moment. It's more like a, who is that person? Or why am I still in this relationship with somebody I don't even like? So as we develop our personalities and aging through every 7 years and go 7, 21, do the math as you look back on our time frames and we go, I don't train the same. I actually don't even train nearly close to the way I used to train. My body has changed. I love what I do, and I tend to stick with what I like. I would do a lot of, through my career, I would do, let's say, I did a lot of martial arts. That was obvious, right? But I never lifted a weight. I didn't really do any weights, but I did a lot of like calisthenics. I was like old school Bruce Lee, so that's how we trained. And super ripped. I mean, like just paper skin. But again, very young. And then I went from like that into like bodybuilding. I was really set on like bodybuilding. And I was actually trained with 2 professional bodybuilders who were 100% on drugs the entire time. I mean, it was so obvious you can't even like imagine. Like, but they trained me as their client and crushed me every single day. And I would like literally drag myself into the gym just broken every day. And because they were on hormones, obviously steroids, they could recover so much quicker. And it really started clicking in with me like early on, going, oh, I get the whole like how biological males can lift, get big muscle and recover because they produce those hormones and shed body fat very quickly. And, you know, and it all started making sense. I was looking at these women, they're biological women, but physically they were turning into men. And I'm not even saying it like lightly, but just huge in their jawline and, you know, huge. And I think the heaviest I got, and I was literally squatting back squat 275. Crazy shit. What's up, Randy? What's up, Kim? Molly Foster, I was thinking about you last night. I was like, where is that girl? Brandy Clark, what is up? So as I was training with the bodybuilders, and I'm going to get to my hacks because I really want you guys, I want to lead this up so you guys really, really understand like how these hacks work. And I don't want to say I wrote that they were like best kept secrets, but they're really not secrets as much as they are. This is how life works. And this is what works. And this is what I teach in my Mindset Reset 5-week program. If you guys want to get in, drop me a comment below that you want to get into the program. This is going to be an ongoing thing. It's actually evolving. The modules are evolving. The information is evolving. But I have tasks from week to week. Having 2 Zoom calls on Monday night and Friday night. It really pulls the group together with a lot of homework, a lot of processing, and dealing with where I went from bodybuilding. I would say I couldn't really objectively look at myself from the outside in. I was in it, so I was just lifting as heavy and as hard as I could. I gained a bunch of weight. I started like 120 something. At the time I was like sitting around in my 120s. I'm almost 5'7". So I was super skinny, not skinny, but I was super lean, obviously. And then I gained about 20 pounds of solid muscle. So I was out at dinner, and I used to wear the shortest shirts. I know, shocking, but I used to wear heels and skirts all the time. I never wore pants, and you never catch me in flat shoes other than work in my sneakers. But I had like the tiniest, shortest little skirt because mama's got some legs. So I went out to dinner one night. I met some friends. I walked into the restaurant and they were all looking at me like, like gasping. They're like, oh my God, your legs are huge. And I actually have old pictures of me that I look back and I'm like, my legs were huge. And I didn't really know. I didn't really, like, when you're in it, you don't see it. But then I recognized, I've gone as far as I need to go in bodybuilding. And then I switched, and that's when I got into triathlon training. I was actually introduced to adventure training way before. I've always done everything before anybody, which I love. But people are like, oh, you should do a Spartan race. I'm like, you dumb. I was ranked top 3 in the country in adventure racing And I did that for a long time. And then I finally got from adventure racing, I started mountain biking. And then I got into triathlon. And then I got into velodrome and all different types of cycling. And I remember my first bike was set up for a person that was 6'3", and I had no shoes. And there I was trying to keep up with all the guys. And I was like, I don't understand why this is not working. And then I actually met a guy by the name of Johnny Goldberg, who lived in California, and there was this class. I remember the gym was called Todd Tramps, which I don't think is there any longer. And they had this class called spinning, and my friend took the class, and he's a big workout buff, and he's like, you got to totally try this class. It destroyed me. It's an indoor, like, cycling class. It's on a bike. It's on a stationary bike. So I was like, really? Bring it. Like, whatever. Tracy, what's up? Welcome. And so I was like, okay, cool. So now I'm going to go do this class. I'm out in California. I spend a lot of time in California, which I love. I go in, and I'm not trying to be a bitch, but I swear the girl who was teaching the class was like 50 pounds overweight. When I'm looking at her going, oh, this is a teacher. I totally judged her, but I was really young at the time. Not an excuse, just kind of like my ego jumped in like, oh yeah, I'm going to crush this class. So I got a bike, and I sat in the back, and she taught this class, and she just totally, like, right from the beginning, she was like, look, she helped me set up my bike and whatever. So I was like, okay, cool. And right from the beginning, she took off, she threw the music on, the music was loud, and I was like, I could not feel my legs. And I thought I was going to throw up within, like, literally the first 3 minutes, I was like, uh-oh, I'm in deep doo-doo, because if this is going to continue, there's no way. And my ego was like, there's no way I'm not doing this class, seriously. So that was my first spin class. And then I met this guy by the name of Johnny Goldberg, and subsequently he became Johnny G, who invented spinnies, the father of spinning. So I started taking classes while I was out there, and Johnny and I have been friends over the years. He still lives in California, whatever. So we would do all these big conventions together, whatever. It was like, I see you. Yeah, because he was really like a real heavy martial artist. So he respected my work. I respected his work. And I love spinning. Sometimes I actually hate spinning, but I love the whole thing and how to teach and music and blah, 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 and all that. So that was my beginning of spinning, and then cycling, and then racing, and I've been on a bike ever since. So my body changed again, and I stripped all my body fat, and I learned how to run by the age of, I really hated running. It was like a lot for me at the time, so I didn't really start running until I was later in life. I did cross country when I was a kid, and I swam. That was my thing. So now it was like, oh, let's put this all together. So I took a year to figure out how to run, and I started running, and I learned how to run by a guy by the name of Boris Romanoff, who does the pose method. And if you guys know the pose method, it's also an original running system, like spinning. So I really learned by some of the best in the world, and my body changed. And then I lost weight again because I was doing long runs, I was doing long cycling, I was racing. I was probably racing at least once a week, or once every other week. So I really had to, I've allowed my body over the years absorb different modalities. Like, you know, when I was swimming in high school, I played water polo, so I was a great swimmer. I was a little heavier, and I realized, why am I heavier? Because when a body is at a cool temperature, that's why when people say to me, I swim laps, I'm like, yeah, but it's really hard to lose weight when you're in a pool, when you're in a cool environment, if you're just swimming. Now, competitive swimming or the way I swam in water polo, I've never sweat more in water. But again, when you have no impact and impact sports, big difference. It takes a lot for your body. I've always said anytime I've ever wanted to lose weight, I go run. And if you learn how to run properly, I don't know if I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. I don't know. Joel, I don't know if Joel is still on here. Joel also is a big running guru. But if you guys hate running, and this is what I did. I used to say to myself, why do I hate running? Now this is part of the best kept secrets. This is the best kept secrets. If you hate running, there's something about running you need to learn. If you hate running, there's something about running that you need to learn. And it's not for everyone. Again, some of you come back and go, my knees, my back, my this, my that. And the dermatologists were always like, don't run because the collagen in your skin is going to make you sag more. I'm like, I'm 57. What? Seriously? Like, I don't not do something because someone says, like, oh, don't go in the sun because it's going to damage your skin. I'm like, yeah, I know, but that's life. Like, I'm not going to hide from life. It's bad for your skin. I'm going to hide. I see these people like hide, right? But I have friends that also have lupus who cannot go in the sun. It's just medically not safe, right? So I digress. So let's crank this out and let's get into best kept secrets. One of the things that I've always been able to do back in the day, I learned how to fast. Now, fasting will come at you like pretty tough. Fasting comes at people like really, really hard, and it'll like punch you right in the face if you don't like to be uncomfortable, which is why we gain weight. And when you kind of go along with the system, which I've never done anything people tell me to do. Like, this is the way people do it. Like, remember when like they would say, like, I remember growing up and this is always like a comment in the back of their head, like, 60s or whatever, they'd say, don't wear white after, I think it was Labor Day or something like that. Like, there was a certain period of the year where you're not supposed to wear white. I'm like, that's some dumb shit. Wear what I want, when I want. Don't tell me what to do. Or me coming from like a really kind of a like super high functioning, like, do what you want, be creative, learn, grow, do, travel, meet people, be interactive, learn cultures, learn and grow. So I was always seeking out that information. Like, how do you stay so ripped? That's how I would ask people. I'm like, how do you stay so ripped? And I would watch the top level athletes, and I would study them. I would study their mindset. I would study like their protocols, what their nutrition patterns were. Now, a biological male will eat differently than a biological female. And I put that out there because I'm like, our patterns are different, number one. Our expenditures are different, number two. Our processing is even different. And our needs and our values, our equations are different. But when I look at a subset of professional athletes or a high-level Olympic athletes, which is where I've lived my life, in saying my nutritional needs are a lot different. But how do I hack the system? How do I get? And there's no pill, guys. I'm just sorry to like throw that down on you. There's just no easy way out. The hacks that I'm going to teach you guys right now just work. And I can't lie to you and go, here, I'm pushing LaCroix. I love LaCroix. I do. Drink this drink. I just got a text from somebody the other day. No, yesterday. And I thought it was the cutest thing ever. And it was unicorn tears as a drink. And I was like, oh my God, I need that. just because I loved the thought of it. And I was like, unicorn tears, I love it. And it was like watermelon and kiwi. And then I looked at the thing and I'm like, oh, it's got to be all natural and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it was $5 for a can. I was like, oh, that's just too bad because I'm not spending $5 for freaking water. Just not going to happen, right? So here's what we do. This is how we get stronger. This is how we get like where we need to be. And I really want you guys to understand what I'm saying, what I'm going to say. I don't want to hurt you. I want you to just be open-minded. Most of you guys know me. A lot of you don't. A lot of you are just getting in here going, just tell me the secret right now. I want to know. I just want to know right now. What is it? Upgrading you for your 50s. Body needs new strategies. Yeah, absolutely. So, Marie, this is for you. You guys, I'm in my 50s. I've been doing this my whole life. And how do I hack the system? When I hear people say, "Oh, I'm this age and I'm this and this and this and this," or "I'm 30 and I'm this and blah," "I'm 40 and I'm this and I'm that and I'm this and I'm that, I'm this," and you've labeled yourself right into the grave. You have just walked yourself right into your grave, and you're like, "Okay, I'm done." And I keep saying, I'm like, yeah, but you don't know how much longer you have. What if you've got like 50 years left and you've walked yourself already into the grave? And I'll give you an example, and I'm going to hack it. The hacks are fasting. And let me just go through it real quick. Intermittent fasting. I'll explain that to you. If you don't know, write it down. We'll get into a deep dive. You've got alternate day fasting, okay? And we really talk about, how to change that up. Remember, Monday morning, you can have breakfast and lunch, but no dinner. And on Tuesday, no breakfast, no lunch, and dinner. So you kind of moving things around, right? You like shifting. And that's how you do an alternate day fast. We do a water fast, or what I refer to as a monk fast. And that water fast, monk fast is really 3 days. And the 3 days on the monk fast is me going, I need to shut it down. Why do I shut it down? Because I need my body to recover. I need to stop. I need to give everything a rest. Putting away for my retirement for years. I want to live long enough to spend that money. Girl, yeah, I agree. Back in the day, Lisa, they had a product called MyGas and clenbuterol that people took in the gyms. Yeah, clenbuterol was like a go-to for everyone. And it's still out there, Susie. I know so many people that are on so many drugs, and they're trying to hack the system in a chemical way. I'm trying to hack the system in a hormone reset way. When I hack, I either, if I'm in a water fast, and again, if you guys need more information, you guys are on Mindset Reset, you're going to get all of this. We're going to go through that tonight. So if you're on Mindset Reset, good luck. Hang tight. We're going on that roller coaster ride tonight. Those of you who want to get in on Mindset Reset, drop me a comment below. There's still time to get on. We're going to be moving these 5-week programs into more 5-week programs, 3-month programs, 6-month programs, 1-year programs. We're in this for the long haul. I don't like diets. I do not like when you guys, I'm on a diet, because they don't work. What you need to do are hack. You need to push and pull. You need to regulate. Okay, it's the same thing as if you've ever been sick, right? And I have had multiple intestinal situations. Really bad. I got sick one year. I was touring. And I was in Brazil, and I picked up a parasite, and I thought I was doing everything right, and I was cleaning everything in my hands and my food, and I was being super diligent, and I had a salad. Salad's washed with water. I picked up the parasite. I don't even want to get into detail other than though there are moments in my life where I have literally wanted to die, to stop feeling so incredibly horrible. And those are the moments that you also assess and go, if you don't have your health, you have nothing. And that, to your point, Cheryl, you want to be as healthy as possible so that your retirement years are fun. Super fun. Pylori, I picked up nasty bug, which is why they say I have, whatever, I don't want to get into it. Anyway, yeah, so you want to make sure that you're healthy. So, you know, in having those things happen to me a couple of times, actually 3 solid times in my life that I thought, I just want to die. Like, I could die. I don't really have any, I have zero fight in this game, and I'm going to go out. So what I've had to do in learning that I've picked up these really, you know, super bugs inside my gut. And we all have them, by the way. We all have parasites. Don't even act like, oh, I don't have parasites. We're all made of parasites and bacteria, and, you know, that's how our bodies work. And that's why they say, you know, don't be too clean. Yeah, don't be too clean. Don't let the baby be too clean. Let the baby pick up some stuff so it builds an immunity. But I've also learned early on how to fast. And I tell a story about when I was running years ago. I was learning my run. I was doing long runs. I had built up. This was prior to my decision to start doing Ironman racing. But I learned how to do long water fasts. And because I thought, you know, this is a cool thing. I've got to shut my body down. I've got to be able to, you want a cellular repair. I wanted to control my insulin. It's a great time for growth hormone, right? Growth hormone is what we all need in our bodies to repair. And bottom line, when you're fasting, you're allowing your body to do what it's supposed to do. And we never take that time. It's like you never take a shower. You're out and you're dirty and you're dirty and you're dirty and you're dirty and you're grungy and your hair is all nappy. Fasting is like taking a bath, right? Cleaning your system, allowing it to shut down. We do that also by intermittent fasting. For a lot of you that are just like super uncomfortable with being uncomfortable, oh my God, I'm going to starve to death. You're not going to starve. But you've never addressed ghrelin. You've never addressed the signals. You've never allowed yourself a timeout. And for most of you that need to lose weight, it's a great opportunity to tap into your brain and go, oh, wow, I have no idea what it's like to not have food. This is an American thing, right? We're like, oh my God. So we teach alternate day fasting. We teach water fasting. As in like I'm somebody else. It's a hormone reset. You guys need more information, drop me a comment below. If you're not in the 5-week program, hormone reset, because that's the next group that's coming up. We need to really get our bodies back to where it needs to like be like baby, regenerate, regroup. Yeah. Laura, you're in a special category also. Yeah, it's a totally different. Yeah. What's up? Happy Monday, guys. What is happening on Monday? How was your weekend? We also want to talk about best kept secrets. One of the best kept secrets for me has always been, and I'm going to make a t-shirt because I've been thinking about it a lot. And I know like a lot of people are like, you know what, Lisa, you're really tough. You're really tough. Or I love when people tell me, oh, Kara, love you too. People tell me, they're like, oh, when I first met you, you scared me. I'm like, well, that's your fucking problem. That is your issue, not mine. And if I scare you, there must be something about me that reflects on you. But I don't like to bend over. That sounded terrible. I don't like to bend over for people that are like, oh, if I wear the right thing, or I say the right thing, or I have the right attitude. And I've been through that my whole life. I've been through every gym, every corporate gym, every corporate environment that I've ever been to, where somebody's got a list of like, oh, don't do this, or don't do that, or don't say this, or don't say that, or don't cuss, don't be like, don't. I'm like, yeah, but I'm the one that's got the information. If I deliver it and you have a hard time taking, it's not my problem. What is my problem is that you guys, Don Shaw, what up? Where I want you guys to understand, I come from like super passion, like intense passion. And it's only because I want you guys to understand that I'm here to help you guys like really get it together. Yes, 2008 hardcore cuts. I was scared and could barely do it. Yeah, listen, Lori, I love you for saying that, because one of the things that I've always come across is that when you meet me for the first time, I'm not wearing my black belt, nor am I wearing my years of being a professional athlete. I'm not coming at you like I know everything. I'm coming at you like what I've been doing my whole life has led me to this point. And it's the same argument that I have when you meet, like, you ever see like these like drill sergeants and you're like, he's tough. But nobody looks at a man and goes, oh, he's so tough. Why is he so tough? Maybe you shouldn't be so tough, and things would be better if you weren't so tough. Like, nobody does that, right? But you do it to women. We do it to each other. You're like, oh, she's so tough. Am I tough? Or is it just that the delivery is not, you want to be like, baby, like, yeah, you should wear your black belt. No, absolutely. I do. That's the problem. I do. I wear it everywhere. You just can't see it. And that's why it comes across very harsh sometimes, where I'm like, listen, this is how it's done. You've got to eat less and move more. You have to eat less and you've got to move more. I gently put this out there for you guys. I drop seeds on you every single day. If I look different or I sound different, let's try this. You ready? Let's have a hey babe moment. Hey babe. Like, maybe like if you said it like, okay guys, like today we're going to talk about eating less and moving more. Does that resonate? You would hate me. You would hate me. Because I'm not here for that subset. I'm here for the subset that goes, Lisa, just tell me. Just rip the Band-Aid off and frickin' tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Just rip it off and let's go. I don't have time to waste in my life. I want to know what I have to do. Well, here's what you got to do. You got to eat less and you've got to move more. This is science. It just is so simple sometimes. And what we want is we want to be babied, and that's fine. Oh, you say what? Clapping your hands. Cheryl's funny. Cheryl had coffee. I like that. I just, I resonate with people that are like super strong and super powerful, and they're like get in there and they're like, just tell me. You ever have teachers along the way that are like, I'm sorry, I'm going to use the P word. They're like pussies, man. They're just pussies. And you're like, really? Like, you want somebody in charge of your body and your health to be like, right? It's like that drill sergeant. And sometimes we just don't like hearing from a chick. Part of the problem is that a lot of times we're like, I hear things from girls and I'm like, I don't believe you. Just tell me. Just tell me. Right? And then you're like, ooh, she's for real. This girl is like on point. I'm not lying. I just might say it and you don't like it. Right? So get over it and get out there and start moving. Let's talk about your clock. You're a clock in your day. What time is it? I spit on my laptop again. That's why we wear masks, people. It's like spring. I just get emotional. Yeah, Laura, I'm the same as you, right? I have like zero patience. I am the non-diagnosed like ADD kind of person who's like, it's not that my attention is short, it's that I need the information fast. If that makes sense. It's not that my attention sometimes will go like on research projects that I'm doing. I will just like stay in that black hole as long as the information is being delivered, like give it to me. And maybe I didn't deliver the information fast enough today, but I wanted to get you guys on point with best kept secrets. There is no secret. That's the secret. There's no secret. I wanted it to lure you into my cave here and go, you guys, there's no secret. I'm using intermittent fasting. I'm using alternate day fasting. I'm using food restriction. I'm using water fasting. I need to get the fat off my body. I need the hormones to reset. Let's say that again. I need my hormones to reset. If what you're doing is you're taking your body, let's say there's like it's like a basket, like a garbage can, right? So your belly's your garbage can. And that's literally what you guys are doing, is you're using your belly as a garbage can. And you're just dumping crap in. Just dumping crap in. And depending on the crap that you're dumping in, you're like, oh, I'm putting all this sugar in my body. So what does my body become? Right? I fast and I go crazy eating everything. Amber, there's a way to fast, and there are certain things to do. If you fast, a lot of you guys will fast and you don't know what you're doing or you're fasting. You're not controlling your fast, and you're not setting your fast up for an entry point, a delivery, and an exit strategy. That's what food prep is about. That's what Mindset Reset is also about. If you go into a fast in a state of panic, for example, your garbage can is full of crap and you're not taking it out and it's overflowing, guess where that crap goes? It's in your body. And then it starts delivering messages and your body is going, I don't know what's wrong. All this madness is happening. And you're having bad sleep, no sleep. And again, I work with many groups on Facebook and other groups that are hormone sensitive groups of predominantly, they're mostly women. And 9.5 out of 9 women do not want to have sex. They don't feel sexy. They don't want to be with their partners. Like literally zero libido. And I'm makes me sad. Makes me sad that you like have these people next to you and you're not dialing it in. And I think that human interaction and touch and love, if it's done right, should be forever. But it's got to be, you've got to be physically and mentally balanced. And a lot of you are going into these fasts going, oh my God, I'm gaining weight. I think I'm going to fast. And then you fast and then you hit a wall and you go, ah! Because you're not dealing with it. You're just using it almost like a drug. You're using fasting like a drug. Oh, I heard fasting was good for losing body fat. So I'm going to fast for 3 days. But you never set it up, right? And that's what we're doing in our Mindset Reset group, in my hormone replacement group. It's the same thing. What I try to teach is there's you don't just start off at the 10-meter board. The first thing you do is you learn how to swim. And then you climb up the ladder and you start jumping higher and higher and higher until you build up your confidence, until you build up your vocabulary. And once you build up that vocabulary, you can walk into intermittent fasting should be a cakewalk for you guys. And if you're not on it, drop me a comment below. I'll help you guys out. If you guys are not on alternate day fasting, what's an alternate day fasting? Drop me a comment below. If you're not learning how to do a water fast, and people go, water fast, I'm going to die, I can't do that. And then you load up all of your excuses. And the excuses are, it's cool, because I'm like your mom. I'm like your food mom. Makes me laugh because I'm like, how did I end up being the food mom? How did I end up being the older one? But I am. And I'll always be here. And listen, I struggle too. I struggle every single day. I don't wake up and go, woohoo, I love a water fast. This is awesome. But when I know I've gone too far and my body is not functioning, or I'm not healing, or I'm not fluid, or I feel like I've gained body weight, right? I just got back from, as you guys know, I just got back from spending almost 3 months in coronavirus lockdown in Jacksonville with my family, and I disconnected the cord of, hey, I'm going to eat strict and I'm going to do me. Like, I just didn't. I didn't do me. I tried, but I didn't. It wasn't working. I wasn't fasting. I wasn't food. I had no food control. I mean, I wasn't pigging out. That's not the problem. But I was out of my zone, out of my element. You know, you guys make fun of me because you heard me saying that I was eating lemon Oreos. Damn. But I liked it because I also liked giving myself that I let go. That feeling of let go and just do and be and say and whatever, and you'll deal with it when you come back to Miami. And then it got me like, damn. And I'm reminded, when you eat crap, when you're putting garbage in the garbage can and you're not thinking about it. And again, I was working out with you guys every day. Yeah, lemon Oreos, dude. Just don't go there. And not healthy Oreos. Regular Oreos, like the crap stuff. And that's when my body was just like, and I was mentally paying the toll. My mind, my brain, the signals that my body was giving my brain, and actually watching my body change and watching the body fat, and I was like, no bueno, no bueno. No. Oh, no. So I was getting like spicy too. I was getting a little like, guys, this is me talking to my sister. My mother could care less. Well, I'm talking to my sister and be like, I can't do this. And she knows. My sister knows me really well. Like, you know, she eats the way she eats, and she's overweight, doesn't work out, and that's fine. I actually got her on one bike ride, so I was like so happy, you know. But eating crap and having it, buying it, and their refrigerator stocked full of stuff, and there was just like cabinets full of stuff, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just let it roll. But my brain was like snapping, and I was getting angry, and I was getting upset, and I was like, I gotta go. Like, my time here, I can't. I gotta go back to my thing. And, you know, it was considered like it was safe for me to come back home. So it's a process, you guys. When we eat better, we feel better. When I move more, I feel even better. And when you're talking about the clock that you guys live in, which is, you know, is relative. If you think science terms, it's just time is relative, right? But if we block it in a 24-hour period, you guys are not moving enough, and you're lazy about it, and you've got to attack your workouts. If you're out there, you've got to work with a heart rate monitor. Like, let's get into those zones. Let's know what our body feels like. To feel like, you know what, I feel like I could throw up. And I have that almost every workout. Because I know that that's what changes my body, and I know that was what pushes my body. and makes me a super ager. I want to be a super ager. I want to be able to do what I do as long as I can and then some. I want to be able to walk up steps and not have a cane or not have a wheelchair, or, I want to be able to, if I fall on the ground, I can get myself back up. What's up, Mikey? Does that make sense? Does that resonate with you guys? I want to be able to outlive, these injuries. I want to outlive disease. So if we're making excuses that you're tired, what are you tired from? Unless you did an ass-crushing workout, then you're tired. You have space to recover. But if you're tired from sitting all day, or your regular jobs, remember the jackhammer story? You're out there going, oh, I've got this job that I've been doing for 20 years, and I'm tired. No, you're tired because you're bored. You're not tired. Nobody's tired. Nobody on this channel is tired. Y'all are just bored, and you're making excuses. And I'm going to call you out, Laura. You're going to hate me for this one. Oh, God, you're going to hate me. Laura, don't hate me, because I come from love. She goes, I saw thunder and lightning, and I aborted my walk. Man, I see thunder and lightning, and I'm like, I just changed my shoes because I have my get wet shoes, and I'm like, out. There's nothing better for me than running in the rain. I love it. And you're not going to get hit by lightning. This is not going to happen. Oops. She hates me now. The hell with being tired. It's true. You'll take it? I want you guys to get stronger. I want you guys to also understand that in order to change your body, in order to change your mind, you've got to get uncomfortable. And you got to get willing to get uncomfortable. And you got to get to a place where you go, hey, you got new shoes? Screw it. I have wet shoes and I have dry shoes. And when I know it's going to rain, or it might be like my shoes sacrifice, I have my sacrifice shoes. Those are also my trail shoes. And I wear those. And then I have my good dry shoes, right? But guys, stop making excuses and start becoming warriors. Start having a warrior attitude and be like, oh, fuck no. David Goggins. If you're not on this mindset, and I reference David because he's out there. Like, that's how I live my life. I'm like, what's your excuse? Oh, I don't have the right shoes. Oh, it's going to rain. Oh, I've been on my feet all day. So what? What? Really? Like, buckle up, buttercup. Imagine if you have, like, our Olympic athletes. I say our Olympic athletes, right? We want our Olympic, when we have winning teams, football, baseball, whatever it is, right? Or our winning athlete, our woot, right? LeBron James, I don't know, whoever. And they're just like, I don't want to practice today. We'll just wing it. You're like, no, bitch, get out there and train. Because we want you to be the best. So that's how I see you guys. Get a warrior attitude, get a warrior spirit, and set yourself up. If you wake up and here you are at 10 o'clock, I haven't written out a workout, but I just got totally like fired up. And I'm like, I might go for a walk today. I might eat good. What kind of a warrior are you? What kind of prize fighter are you? And I'm talking about, I'm not here to change you as a person. I'm here to change you as a mental, to absorb the mentality. Peak performance. How to have peak performance all the time. Some of you are like really good at what you do. Like you're really, 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 really good at what you do. In your job, your line of work, you're like really good. You're like the best. You're like, I'm the best. And you have businesses that you run. You're like, I'm the best, and I want to make more money, and I want to be more. And you put the time and effort into the thing that you do, and you're like, I'm really good at this. Oh, yeah. Take that same energy and put it into your body and your mind. And become that prize fighter, that warrior spirit. And start taking control of your physical health. We're only one time. That's it. And we don't know how long we have. So let's make it good. Let's crush it. Today's workout, guys. Sorry, I just got like, whew, I'm spitting on my laptop again. Totally spitting all over my laptop. Mindset reset, guys. Mindset reset. We're working on week number 3. We got a Zoom tonight at 8 o'clock. I'm going to see my people. If you guys want to get in on the program, now's the time to do it. We're crushing goals. We are crushing goals, like killing it. And it's baby steps every day. So, with that said, today is an upper body workout. We're going to be doing a lot of, let's say, volume. See you tonight, Karen Cool. Volume as in lightweight, a lot of repetitions today. I left you guys off last week in heavy weight. Today we're going to start upper body. It's going to be lightweight. Lots of movement. A lot of Tabata today. So give me 5 minutes. I'm going to write out the workout and I will be right back. I love you guys as always. Mindset reset. See you in 5.